really care about like what he does behind closed. You don't care that he beats women behind closed doors? I think everybody's just ready to move on. Hello, everybody.
Welcome back to Glitter Gel Pen.
I'm Jill.
And I'm Alyssa.
We're back with the hot topics today. It's been a long time.
It has been a minute, even much more than since we recorded an episode, but since we've done a hot topic. So there's so much to catch up on, and the sheet is long, it's lengthy, and there's a lot of different subjects on here.
It's girthy.
Oh.
So let's get into it.
So something that we talked about so much last year was, well, Jeff Wittek, and it's, himself in general, but the David Dobrik versus Jeff Wittek saga, and it has came to an end.
Yes, I saw that some people were not happy about this.
Yeah, I want to read his statement, and then we can discuss what we think.
Okay.
Because I think we both have opinions.
Yeah, that's why we have a podcast.
That's why the mics are here. Yeah, you want to read his statement there?
Sure. He said, "Been waiting a long time to say this. Over the last few years, a lot of energy has gone into something that weighed heavily on me both mentally and emotionally. Last year especially brought me to one of the lowest points of my life, and through that process I realized I needed to make a choice to let go, move forward, and choose forgiveness. Once I did, I immediately felt a sense of peace that I hadn't felt in a long time. After meeting with my legal team and reviewing all of the relevant information, it became clear to me that I had been miscommunicated to by a former team member who no longer works for me. I learned that David's company had in fact offered and provided insurance coverage for my initial medical bills totaling approximately $110,000, along with an additional $41,000 in medical expenses that David paid out of pocket without pushback. This information was not properly communicated to me before the lawsuit was filed. David helped cover my medical costs, and we now have clear communication moving forward regarding future coverage as well. I want to apologize for the confusion this situation created publicly. More than anything, I'm grateful to finally leave this chapter in the past. Some things take a lot out of you privately. I'm just happy to move forward now, focus on the future, and put my energy into people and things I love. Thank you to everyone who supported me through some of the darkest moments of my life. Your support genuinely helped carry me through."
Wow. I feel like that's the epitome of when we settle this, you need to make a public statement that states X, Y, and Z.
Yes, that's definitely what it sounds like, because if not, I just don't see how Jeff could not know that David paid for his medical bills. When that was his thing the whole time, he's like, if he just paid for my medical bills, man. It's like, so no one caught that? No one who looked at this caught that?
My thought is I think that Jeff probably found out pretty early on after he filed the lawsuit. Because I remember, because we were just watching it so with so much detail, while it was happening. David came out and made a statement and did a podcast episode with Jason whenever the Jeff drama first started happening, where he was talking about we would have paid any medical bills that were sent to us. They quit being sent to us, which would have been on the responsibility of Jeff's assistant, I guess, at the time. But David was very open from the beginning, which is why I've always been hesitant about, I've always felt for Jeff, but there's always been this side of me to where I'm I don't know if the whole internet should hate David because of that. There are reasons to not like David Dobrik, but I've always understood both sides of this one, I think. Maybe not publicly. I don't know what I've said on this podcast, and maybe I'm bouncing back and forth from opinions, but
I do think it's kind of crazy. It's almost gaslighting to the audience, in a way, to be I've said this the whole time, but I was wrong, sorry about it. I made you all start hate campaigns and torches to David, and now I was just wrong, so sorry about it.
And to think of, Jeff used to say all the time I would never settle, I would never settle, I would never settle. He always said that, and I think the thing with Jeff is it's so hard to figure out when he's joking like, his sense of humor is so weird.
Well, I don't think he was joking. I just think he thought that David would never give a good settlement.
Yeah.
And so I think he was planning on riding it out. And then I think David did offer him some hush money. And, like, this is his statement for that.
Yeah.
But it looks bad on him. So that's
On
just
Jeff.
something, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's just something that he had to take when he took the money.
I also think about, because we went to see Jeff on tour last year, and, like, whenever he was on tour with all of his friends, he kind of, like, quit the podcast, paused the tour, and had this whole, like, big, dark experience, like, that he was even mentioning in this caption where he was like, I went to the lowest point, but it's like, not that it was, like, a self-inflicted thing, but it's like he was putting so much stress on, like, I don't think him going and doing a tour where the crowd starts chanting, like, F David Dobrik is good for you.
Yeah.
That there's no way. So I've always thought, like, that kind of energy around it all was strange. And a lot of, like, Jeff's existence as a public persona is unfortunately so related to the most traumatic thing that ever happened to him. But Jeff is the one that kept talking about it.
Yeah.
Because David actually did stop speaking about it.
Mm-hmm. Which I always understood Jeff talking about it because it's his trauma.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so he, like, was telling his story to be like, hey, David's not doing this and that, like paying my medical bills.
Yeah.
Which I still don't know if he did or not, or like if he just has now at this point when they settled.
Well, everything in Jeff's statement, like, lined up with what the Views podcast said years ago. So that's, like, the one, it's always like you look for the part of the story that's, like, remained true the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, Jeff's statement is 100% backed by what they said in just an organic conversation years ago. So I'm like, I feel like that.
Which is why it's like, how did we not catch that then?
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't understand at all. But I do understand that, Jeff quit the podcast and his views are probably way lower and there's way less income coming in through social media. I know he has his barbershop, but that's not.
I haven't seen him posting content about it, though.
Yeah, and, like, that's not in line with the income you're used to from a social media following. You know what I mean? So it seems to me that, in my opinion, allegedly, Jeff was hurting for some cash and David offered a settlement at the right time.
Yeah, I can see that.
And that's what happened.
Yeah, like, he was just in a very, like, inconsistent spot with content or whatever. And I'm sure, like, everyone, like, both parties were really glad to, like, close this door in some way. And I don't know if you've noticed, but since this news has, like, settled a little bit more, David, like, posted about his, like, it's over $1 million car. And it's a car. But it's, like, the most, like, custom, I think it was some kind of Aston Martin. They had, like, custom made one of one for him. And, like, since this is settled, that was, like, the next video that he posted.
I haven't seen it because I don't follow or watch David, but yeah.
Well, he is, that was kind of like a little next, like, sub-story.
He's, like, free to flaunt his money now that people aren't.
Yes, free to flaunt, and he is back to vlogging. They're doing the vlogs a little bit differently, but he's, like, back full force. And then they also are now doing the podcast twice a week. So they are so back. Speaking of being so back, what's going on, Jill?
Country Taylor. Country Taylor. She is back. We were all clowning, and for once, the Swifties were right.
Well, the 13 clouds on every single billboard with the TS, like, Toy Story thing is like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed to a Swiftie, this seemed obvious.
Yeah.
But there's been times where we were like, this is so obvious. This is definitely Reputation TV's coming. And it never did. So
I wonder if she's ever, like, done some weird promo thing like this before, just to, just to be like, this will actually be really funny, just to see, like, what their reaction is or what everybody thinks is about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder.
But she is back for Toy Story 5. Has a song on there.
Yeah, and I just think it's interesting. She's going back to make a country song with Toy Story the same year that she is
that it's her 20th anniversary of debut, which never got its own section on the Eras Tour, and it never got its own headlining tour, so therefore probably something's happening with that, and she's going to release a TV or something.
There's got to be something going on.
Yes.
And there's a little like, I don't know if serendipity is the right word, and that could be really wrong, and you just let me know. I'm not, that's fine. Like, she's come full circle. Her life is like coming back around. She's getting married. She's back to country music, and she's back where she started 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Looking for love.
But she found it now. She was looking for love 20 years ago. Now she found it.
Yeah. And I was listening to some people talk about this, and the concept of or theories that I've heard around the song. It's called "I Knew It, I Knew You" or something like that. And I feel like were you like a big Toy Story fan whenever you were little?
I mean, I watched it because they play it at my school when we had nothing else to learn or do.
Well, maybe it was Toy Story 2. Is Toy Story 2 when Jessie gets introduced?
Yes, I think so.
The one where Jessie gets introduced, and it would show flashbacks to Jessie being with her, like the little girl that played with her. And, like, there's, like, these, like, really romantic shots of, like, Jessie being, like, swung around in a field of flowers and stuff. And as a child, I know I sound like a freak, but, like, that was, like, a music video to me. Like, the scene of Jessie, like, having the flashbacks. It was, like, the most beautiful, like...
It would make me sad.
Yeah.
Like, I would want to cry.
It was so, like... But it really felt like... the same feeling of like just being so I don't even know how to explain it, but I was listening to these people. They're talking about a theory of Taylor Swift writing a song from Jessie's perspective, and they were like, and imagine it in the setting of Jessie remembering how great her life was with that little girl. And it's like, wow, like I don't know, I was like that. A concept album from Jessie's perspective.
Like, how weird. Yeah, like, never so thought specific. That we'd get that from Taylor Swift.
Yeah. It's so specific, but it would probably be so good.
It's a modernized Toy Story where the toys are fighting against a tablet.
Yeah.
The year 2026 is crazy, folks.
I did watch the trailer, and it looked cute. Like, the toys don't know how to work the tablet, and they're trying to get her to turn off, and she won't. And her name is, like, Lily Pad, which is whatever. I'm not really into the whole kids with tablets. It kind of freaks me out. But Bad Bunny is also voicing a character in this movie, and I just think, like, having Bad Bunny and Taylor Swift involved is insane. Because I think other than Taylor Swift, Bad Bunny is, like, the biggest one. Just, I mean, if he's not bigger than her, because of, like, there's just so many more Spanish speakers than English in the world.
Yep. And on that note, Euphoria has come to an end. It's over.
Thank God.
I really, really enjoyed season 1 and 2 of Euphoria back in like 2020, 2021. And so I told Alyssa that she needed to watch it. And she tried. She gave it her best shot.
I've always heard that I would love it. I've always heard that for years. And I have never been able to get down with the concept of like buying a season or renting a season or renting an episode. That seems insane to my like lower middle class childhood brain. Like that seems unimaginable. But I was like, whatever. I was going through a phase where I was like, I just want to not go out for a couple weeks. I don't want to see anybody like in like a whatever. So I was like, I'm just going to try to get into a show. I didn't have anything. And I rented the season. The first episode, I was like, I couldn't believe that's what it was. I don't know what I was expecting. I thought it would just be a really good drama. But I got so annoyed by like I don't even know how to put it into words. Just the desire to be modern even though this was 5 or 6 years ago that it came out.
Yeah.
I feel like though if I would have watched it with a younger brain.
Yeah, I mean, I was, what, like 24 or
Yeah.
something watching it?
Yeah, and like watching it for the first time as a 30-year-old, I was like, oh, something is off.
Mm-hmm. So I watched season 1 and season 2. I did not watch season 3, but you would think I did because I've seen all the spoilers. I know like most everything that happened in that season. And I don't know, should we talk about like are spoilers okay?
Yeah,
here?
we can do like a spoiler warning.
Okay, spoilers. We're about to talk about Euphoria finale spoilers. I'm giving you your time right now. Make sure to fast forward to this timestamp or whatever you want to do. Stay on the video though. Okay, now we're going to talk about it. Rue dies at the end. And
You just said it so quick.
Yeah. Rue dies. I thought that was really sad, but like also I am kind of a sucker for main characters dying in movies.
I like it too.
And stuff. It kind of, I don't know, it makes me sad, but like it makes the story beautiful to me.
Yeah.
Like, and so I thought that it was like really touching, like that, you know, she died. She was still sober because she didn't know she was being drugged with the pain pill, and she only took one of them, you know? So I still count her as dying sober. And that like Ali like went to bat for her, busted up in that like club trying to kill people for her.
Yeah.
Like he considered her a daughter. Like it was just really, thought it was beautiful. I think the last episode, from things that I've seen, was like actually a good episode, and I think the rest of the season flopped.
Yeah.
You know?
I even though I wasn't like following, like watching the season, each episode, I do like I would tend to. I knew I wasn't gonna watch it after I watched season 1. I was like, I literally don't want to watch anymore. I did stay up on the notes just because it's so popular. Like, I want to know what the conversation is and what they're talking about, and like the scenes of like Nate and what is Sydney Sweeney's character? Cassie, like the scenes of like them doing like the BDSM type, the leash.
Yeah.
It was like I was looking at all that and whatever, but what really got me, and I asked you and our friend Shelly about it, Trisha Paytas was talking about the season ending of Euphoria, and she said that Rue died and was reincarnated as a cow. And I was like, that show is weird, but there's no way they wrapped it up like that. And
and I don't think that they do.
Yeah. But Jill was like, I think I understand why she said that. Like, after you, like, watched more about it. And I just think that as someone who doesn't know anything about season 3, like, in that much detail, the idea of them just ending it like that is like, you know what?
It's crazy.
Sure.
I definitely don't think that that's what they were going for, what they were doing. I think it was just supposed to be, like, a beautiful moment of, like, Ali is back in this place where Rue loved, and they had been talking about this cow having a baby because it was pregnant, and that was the last time she was there, and now he's back without her, and he's just thinking of her in this place she loved, and the cow had her baby.
The main character, Jules, was Jules in the 3rd season?
Yes.
A lot?
I don't know about a lot. People say she had no purpose.
Because it's like, that's the stuff with the storyline that I'm like, even though I haven't watched everything, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense that Jules would be everything the 1st season and it just completely falls off. And like a lot of the conversation about it I was seeing is like Rue's family is no longer involved in the plot line, and it's like the entire concept of the show is Rue being an addict, and like her family is the big, I feel like the family reaction is the biggest part of all that, and they didn't show like how Jules felt after Rue died, like none of that.
No, I don't think so.
Feels a little incomplete.
Yeah.
In the way that they did it, but I guess it also saves room for a spinoff.
If anybody wants to do that.
Yeah.
I think everybody's just ready to move on. I think that I think that it was good for what it was, and now it's over. I think, Hunter Schafer, who plays Jules, she's in like some good horror that I've watched. And plays in other stuff, and then Zendaya's just like shining and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob Elordi has a lot of gigs. Like, I think everybody, and Sydney Sweeney, I think everybody's just really busy. And I think everybody's like, this was a stepping stone, and now, like, we're glad that it's done.
Yeah, I would be so glad that it's done. I love Jacob Elordi.
Mm-hmm.
And you know who else loves Jacob Elordi these days? Kendall Jenner.
Yes, she does.
That's like the hottest couple I've ever heard of in the history, I think. Besides, like, they're like a Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, equally, like, wow.
Yeah. Imagine being able to pull Jacob Elordi. Like, imagine that.
I can't.
Like, when I dream at night, I just want to be in the body of Kendall Jenner and walk around and be like, hey, Bunny, talking about Bad Bunny, and then and then be like, hey, Jake.
Yeah.
And, you know,
it's
just have a good time.
Jealous isn't even the right word. I'm like past that. It's like I'm so jealous that I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You know what? Go off.
Also, I don't think I've ever, like, whenever there's like a hot guy who's like the new hot guy, like Timothée Chalamet had a moment.
Mm-hmm.
He still does, but you know, there are a lot of people that are like, he's not hot. He's gross. He's ugly. He's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard anybody say that about Jacob Elordi. He's like the one universal man.
Yeah. Now we're gonna get a comment of someone being like, "LOL, can't believe you guys think he is so hot. He's so ugly."
Yeah, he's hideous. He's just hideous. Bad Bunny and Jacob Elordi is an insane
roster, if you will. So they had paparazzi pics.
Oh yeah. So there is like a famous paparazzi photo going around, and it's Jacob Elordi with Kendall, and then Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet in the back seat. And they are like escaping in like a car, and there's like flash, and they're like all laughing, and they're like caught on camera, and it's like people are comparing it to like the Britney and Lindsay and Paris Hilton photo. But I found out that not included in that photograph, they were leaving dinner with Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber.
Damn, that was such a trio.
I know, and it's like I know that we are nobodies on this little world, but I want because it's just Kendall and Kylie, they're sisters, and Hailey Bieber's just like their friend, and they're all like just that girl.
Yeah.
And it's like, I want us to be able to go out to dinner and like we make the trio iconic.
Yes.
Like, wow.
Like people have to paparazzi us. Like, I fear that we need paparazzi pics. I fear that we need to hire someone. We need to call, who does every influencer call?
Backrooms.
Okay, we'll call them whenever we go to LA one day.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a shortage of paparazzi in Charlotte.
Yeah. So if you're paparazzi and you need some work,
we got some charity.
Yeah. Oh. So you don't watch horror.
I don't.
But an amazing new horror came out, and it's Backrooms.
I can appreciate an insane success.
I have been really excited for Backrooms because I'm a horror fan.
About the movie because you went and saw it, right?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it was really good. I don't know how to review it without spoiling it, because I even think that if you don't watch horror, I think you should watch Backrooms. It's scary, but it's the vibes. Okay. It's not gory necessarily.
Is it something that I'm gonna be laying in bed at night alone and feel like something's gonna come out and get me? Be honest. You need to be honest.
I don't think so, because the whole premise is that you're in the backrooms. You're not in your normal world. You slip into the backrooms.
Well, am I gonna be worried that I'm gonna slip in there?
No, because there's a portal.
Okay.
So.
Okay, but yeah.
But yeah, I thought that it was really interesting, and I love what A24 does. I am one who is a sucker for any A24 horror. I'm immediately yes, it's gonna be good. Mm-hmm. And I always love that they have deeper meanings, and it's not just a surface level slasher in a cabin, which is fun too, but it's always got deeper world views, and you have to think about it. A lot of the time I'll have to leave the theater after seeing an A24 horror and look up a discussion or like ending explained of it.
Yeah.
And it really makes everything click, and then I want to go back and watch it again and understand.
Makes you enjoy it more the second time too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how this was. And the shots were really great. Like it was shot. It's all about the vibe of the Backrooms.
Yeah.
Like so you'll notice.
I love a vibe of a movie too. Like the did you ever watch Twin Peaks?
No.
It was kind of scary. Like it was more like mystery based, but it was from the 90s. And like the feeling I had whenever the sounds like the music in that show would play, like wow, it like filled the room. Like oh, it's so good.
A lot of people said like okay, the type of movie Backrooms is that a lot of people had the criticism that they thought nothing happened through it, or like there was definitely some things that like for sure happened that you couldn't negate, but for the most part, it was kind of like slow, you would say. But I think for me it worked because it's, again, about the vibes of the Backrooms and how you're in this area walking through endless like places and you don't know what's anywhere. And so it's like really eerie and creepy to be going through there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I really loved it. Like I want to watch it again and would recommend people to watch it. And I'm also really happy for the director, Kane Parsons.
Yeah.
Because so basically with Kane, he
was a YouTuber first.
He took the idea that popped up on 4chan and Reddit, and he learned to use, it was called Blender. And I think from my understanding is it's kind of like I would assume from looking at people like use it, it's kind of like architectural. Like you can build, rooms and like worlds and stuff and then like go through it. So he learned how to use that, and like he created the Backrooms with no real life whatever.
Yeah.
And made a series on YouTube that the runtime is 3.5 hours. And from that series, a bunch of like movie producers and stuff started reaching out, and then A24 reached out, and they felt very aligned in their like views of it. And so because of that, at 16 he was in talks with A24 like for this. Yeah. So after a lot of like work of getting it up and going and everything, he's 20 now, and it was A24's biggest release weekend for any movie they've ever had.
And he's the youngest director to ever have a movie go number one.
And so that makes me really glad for him, because like as a young director, because he was also deciding, like he wanted to go to film school, but he's like, I'm in talks. Yeah, he's like, I'm in talks with A24. Like, what better way to learn than to actually be doing this, you know? So I'm glad for him that it did so well, because that just means that he's going to get to keep working in the industry, especially Backrooms anyways has a lot of room. Like, I think it's going to franchise and be like, it's going to be like in 5 years, I'm going to be like, yeah, Backrooms 3 is coming out. Like it's going to...
Paranormal Activities, how they were like independent at first.
Yeah. I think it's going to be like that. So he's going to get a lot of work from this, and I just like to see young creators like be able to do...
Young people winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of debuts, Trisha Paytas has made her K-pop debut.
What?
You don't know about this?
No.
Yeah, so she came out with a K-pop song. It was one like
that someone else had written it and she just performed it and released it.
She's charting. Okay, let me see where she's at.
The name is Saranghai, means I love you in Korean, sung entirely in Korean. The track debuted at number 2 on the US iTunes K-pop chart. She was ahead of like BTS.
What?
Yeah, she's a big deal in Korea right now.
Oh my God.
But I just, okay, sure. But like, there's something so annoying to me, because this is relevant to Backrooms. I'm a fan of Trisha Paytas most of the time, but sometimes I'm like, I'm not, I think I'm hating on her success for it. I think I am, but I'm also like, you have no association with this. You have no, like, what? she's just doing it because it's the popular thing to do.
Yeah.
They were talking about the Backrooms show on their podcast and how successful it was. And there's another, is Obsession also directed by a YouTuber?
Yes.
Okay. They were talking about how successful those two movies were. And Trisha was like, oh my God, what kind of movie should we make? And I was just like, why can't you just let them be filmmakers?
Yeah.
Like, Trisha just has to do everything sometimes. And I'm just like, you are good at your podcast. And like bonding and having a relationship with your fans. Like, that's your specialty.
Yeah. Everything that she does outside of that, to me, in my opinion, feels cash grabby. Yes.
Yes. And it just kind of gives me like a, like, you're doing so much already. Like, let the filmmakers do their thing.
And like the musicians do their thing.
Let the performers do their thing.
Yeah.
Like, we went to the Trisha Paytas podcast, or I thought it was a podcast. When we got tickets, I thought it was like just Trish live. No, it was a musical.
Yeah, she was performing the whole time.
Singing.
We have a whole review on that, by the way.
Yeah, it was something. But yeah, she debuted at number 2 on the K-pop charts. And
that is crazy. Like, it's annoying, but it's like, I'm like, if we were big like that and we could just cash grab for anything, like, would we?
It just feels so like disingenuous to like, like, I just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Yeah. Speaking of new music, Charli XCX announced her newest album coming out called Music Fashion Film. I actually love that title.
I do too. I actually like the Spring Summer 26 song. It's kind of weird. Did you watch the music video?
No.
You've got to watch it. It's Charli XCX at Fashion Week, but like dark, and she's like the only pop of color in like a very flat, muted room. It's really, really cool. I like the way it was shot, but the Spring Summer 26, like, I don't know, like, there's just something. She's very, like, Charli is editorial in every way. So I just think that's like the perfect theming.
Yes. I thought it was interesting when she announced this album that we see it's only a 30-minute runtime. That's quite short for an album.
But she just made, I mean, Brat's not old. She did Wuthering Heights, and now she's doing this. It's, you know, supposedly going to be rock music too, which is meh. The rock music song is only good to me in like a ironic way.
Yeah,
it's
same.
like me and my friends. It's just, I would never be like, yeah.
But I think that was the point of it. Yeah. I think that she was intentionally being like ironic in that. Yeah. So I'm curious what the rest will really like be like.
George.
Yeah. And also, in the same vein as all this music we're talking about, Harry Styles' tour.
Flop
century.
You know, I don't even want to say that. I mean, the tickets are selling high dollars. But there is a lot of discourse online about it because the staging for the floor seats, you're spending all this money to be in the pit at Harry Styles.
I'm finna be in the pit.
Yeah. You're spending all this money to be in the pit there. And then the staging was so crazy and wonky that a lot of the people that were really close to the front couldn't see. I put a TikTok in just to give like a little summary of a lot of what people are saying.
Styles' tour is a major flop right now, and it's not just the dancing that has his fans upset. You guys know Harry Styles is back after his long hiatus, and I think his fans had really high expectations for this tour, and they're all being let down. Let's take a deeper look at the problems, because I think Harry can fix this. So this is his tour kicking off in Amsterdam. You can see there's 3 long runways, and there's Harry, so small, like a little ant on the stage. And fans feel like he's having a hard time connecting with him, because he's constantly just running around back and forth, trying to get to one side to the other. It's just really Harry running a marathon for the entire show. Harry also seems a little bit stubborn in ways because he's using a microphone with an extremely long cord, which I guess is creative, but with the amount of running he has to do, it just seems like he's constantly trying to figure out where the wire is at next. I also want to note that these arches, see this right over here in the corner, these arches are throughout the runways, and it actually blocks a lot of people who have paid the VIP price their view. You can't even see Harry. And And these things can be fixed. They can go and take away the arches so the views aren't blocked, but the damage is already done. And people are, I think, again, setting their standards way too high, especially after Taylor Swift's Eras tour. The one thing I can say is it looks like Harry's having fun, and I'm sure he is, because those tickets were so outrageous and so expensive that I think that the price of the tickets, they're not really translating in the show. I mean, you know it's bad whenever Harry Styles' rep has to go and put out a statement stating that they hear the criticism, they're going to make some alterations to the show, so they will fix it. Harry Styles will be back and better than ever, but what do you guys think? Are you disappointed?
I think the stage design is really not it.
I saw a lot of people saying, like, they just built this stage like this so that he could run a marathon. So, yeah, they're saying that he just wanted to run marathons because that's what he's been doing in his free time.
That, true. That stage is crazy, though. Like, it's like, you can't even stay in one spot that long with it being that big.
Like, it's so big that he's, like, lost in the sauce of, like, all
and,
of
like,
it.
if you're on one side, you can't see him on the other side. Mm-hmm. Like, I know that a lot of people think more stage is better, like, so that everybody can see. But Taylor Swift's, like, I'm not trying to just gas Taylor Swift up. Like, but her stage really was, like, perfect. It's really long.
It's having one big one. And if you have, like, side stages, the main stage doesn't have to connect.
No.
Like, you need to get another transport or, like, walk through the crowd to get over there. Because it just, like... And that's also what people were saying is, like, all of these artists are trying to compete with, like, what the Eras Tour was by having the next big version of the stage and flipping around the audience. And it's, like, honestly, if Harry Styles was flipping, I would probably go. Yeah. But, like, they're trying to do the next big stage, and it's just... I don't know. I hate... What is wrong with me? But I hate being in, like, a society where it's, like... I love Taylor Swift, but, like, I don't think of other artists and think they need to match her. Like, why is it like that? Like, do your thing.
It's because her numbers are so good, and they want that same money.
But his album is not. I mean, I guess some people are listening to it. It's not for me. Like, I liked a few of his songs on the Watermelon Sugar, like, kind of as it was vibe, but, like, I just don't care about this guy's music.
No,
I never really have. I think he's had, like, 3 solo songs ever that I've liked. Yeah. But I just...
Same. I think he's hotter than I like his music.
He's beautiful, but, like, I'm not spending thousands of dollars to look at him.
No.
The dancing is also... People are saying it's cringe, but, you know.
Well, what kind of dancing can he really be doing in the middle of a marathon?
You'd be surprised. Okay, so there's a lot of music stuff going on in this episode, but this was a headline I saw that just kind of shocked me. So Chris Brown's new song debuted at number 7 on Billboard's Hot 200.
Boo. Tomato.
Yeah. I'm like, who is supporting this guy?
I truly don't get it. I truly don't get it. Because anytime, if I'm listening... like on my phone or whatever, like anytime he comes on like a random shuffle or whatever, it's getting turned. Like
it's all that I can think about.
Yeah, I don't want to support him. He's literally like a piece of shit. And so obviously, like I'll hear a song sometimes, like if I'm out somewhere, like I can't help it when I'm at the club, you know, and like or whatever.
When you're at the club,
yeah, there, But on my own time, like, I'm not listening to him, and I don't get why other people do either.
And my thought was, I included this other video because this was maybe a month or 2 ago. He, like, came on, and it was headline news because he specifically mentioned Zara Larsson. But he's talking about how, like, people are not excited about his music coming out, blah, blah, blah. And he's so, like, even aggressive in this video in the way that he's talking to the camera. It just makes my skin crawl, but you can watch it there.
Okay.
Team Breezy. I know people want me to get on here and, you know, say some shit, but that. We kicking they ass, goddammit. We ain't letting up. I'ma keep my foot on their neck, and we ain't stopping. You hear me? We doing this motherfucker tour. More to come. I'm not gonna tell you what's more to come, but it's coming at the end of the day. I don't give a what these is talking about. I know exactly who my fans is, and I know exactly who hearing this album. If you're not my fan, I don't want you to listen to my Go listen to my Zara Larsson or somebody.
Okay, I won't listen to you then.
Yeah, it's even like him saying that he's like whooping their ass. It's like, ooh, like the choice of words. I'm just like, why is that who you are?
I'm just like, do people not realize he has like so many charges from like, it's not just about Rihanna anymore, which is bad enough in its by itself.
Yeah.
But like there's like SA allegations, like rape, like all of the things, and like we're just listening to him and like going to his shows and being like, he's so sexy. And, like,
I just don't understand it. And
like that's not sexy.
there was a girl going around interviewing fans that were at his concert, asking the fans questions about if they knew what he had done. And it's an interesting video. I do think there's an element to where it's like you're taking kind of like innocent people and putting them on blast for supporting him. Like, I understand.
But low-key, like, I kind of judge people who go to his
let's
concerts
watch the
too.
video and you see. Let's like talk about it.
Did you know he was convicted in 2009 of felony assault of his then girlfriend Rihanna?
Yes. Yes, I didn't know that.
Did you know he has a restraining order against him by another ex-girlfriend for threats?
No. No, I didn't know that actually.
No.
Did you know he has been accused of rapes and further assaults?
Yes, but I've heard that they've banished it. No.
And did you know that he is currently on conditional bail for an alleged bottle attack in London 2 years ago?
I did hear about that, but I think the guy, I read it today, he has actually withdrawn his charges.
Did you know that? You know about that one, yeah.
I knew that one.
And so how does it all make you feel, you know?
I enjoy his music. I think he's an amazing dancer, and what he's done, I think he's paid enough, for his problems or whatever. And I just go because I like his concert music, dancing. Yeah, I just find him, and he's pretty cute to look at. Well, sad obviously, it's horrible, but it's a long time ago. People can change. I mind my own business, to be honest. Yeah. I like his music, that's why I'm here. I've liked his music forever, and that's why I'm here.
Yeah, I feel like nobody has the perfect relationship behind closed doors, and I feel like because he's in the limelight, he gets a lot more hate for it, and I'm not condoning anything he's done, but Rihanna has done an interview saying they were having a fight, so as far as I'm concerned, we're both as bad as each other, and we're just here for the vibes.
Oh no.
Bringing up the Rihanna and trying to justify anything.
They were justifying it all. The one girl was justifying everything that she knew about it. They were bringing up. It's just crazy to me, and
he's cute. He's nice to look at.
I don't really care about what he does behind closed. You don't care that he beats women behind closed doors?
Yeah.
I think that's something we should care about.
My thought is also why are y'all? If you feel that way, walk away from the woman recording you.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
don't hop on the mic. You know.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, another shit man to talk about. Pete Davidson, his baby mama. He has up and left his child and baby mama.
Yeah. 5 months postpartum. It started because his baby mama, her name is Elsie, I believe. TMZ posted paparazzi photos of her walking with a stroller. She looked, honestly, in my opinion, I thought she still looked really pretty. But people are like, wow, she looks run down, bad.
They're like, wow, she looks haggard and horrible.
Yeah, the girl's wearing a zip up and has her hair pulled back. It's not that crazy. And she was posting a video, and this is the video that she posted.
Yeah, I know. I'm exhausted, okay? I should have left the house looking nicer yesterday. I should have known that was gonna happen. But that's not what I'm thinking about right now, because I have a baby to take care of. And I also have to work and make money. God. Noted. Next time, I will try to look nicer when I get paparazzi on a walk with my daughter. Okay. But I don't know how to get rid of the eye bags because I don't sleep.
Okay, so this next video is going to be more information of like the response after this video of Elsie was posted and the things that she commented back to people that were commenting on her video about being a single mom.
Okay.
I feel like Pete's rep didn't do him any favors by putting out that statement and responding to Elsie's claims. If you just got here, let me just rewind a second, but Elsie had posted a video talking about some paparazzi photos that were taken of her recently, and she was like, I'm sorry I look rough, I have so much going on, I'm basically doing this whole parenting thing alone and worrying about X, Y, and Z. Under that video, Elsie had responded in like some comments, which the comments are now deleted, but one comment she responded to was her saying that she is the only one financially supporting their daughter at this time, and she liked a comment that said that leaving your partner while they're postpartum is loser behavior. Now, while the relationship ending was not surprising because they were together for a short time before welcoming a child, I was surprised, and maybe I'm in the minority here according to some of the comments in my last video, that Pete Davidson is allegedly a deadbeat dad. I thought because Pete had lost his dad at such a young age during 9/11 and he's spoken out so many times how this greatly impacted his life that he would never be a deadbeat father. And the fact that his daughter Scotty is named after his late dad Scott, and also the fact that she was conceived in Scotland, but that's why I was surprised that he was being accused of being a deadbeat dad. But Pete's rep has came out to say that Pete has made himself extremely available and has provided financial support and has covered all of Scotty's cost and more. And he is hoping that Elsie has good health and success for the sake of their daughter. Now, why do I feel like Pete's rep is confirming one of Elsie's claims? While they do clarify that Pete is in fact providing financial support, which I feel like is the bare minimum, it seems to me that he did confirm the fact that Elsie is doing this alone when he stated that Pete has made himself extremely available. Like, what do you mean by that? Because it sounds like Pete is out living his life doing his own thing, and if something is needed, then he's there. But that's not really how raising a child and co-parenting work.
That, what she said about like how his dad died like in 9/11 and stuff, and that really impacted him, that's the first thing I thought of when I saw all the headlines and stuff. It's like, I can't believe he would do that after.
Yeah.
Like, it just seems crazy. You'd think he would value like having a father around after he didn't get to have his because of like circumstances that no one could control.
Yeah, and I also feel like Elsie, like, I can't imagine she would post something like him not helping her financially if it wasn't true. Like, I think it was like, she was like, if I don't say something or do like something to get some attention online about it, he's gonna just get away with this, or I'm gonna have to go to court. So she was probably trying to like light a fire under him to be like, you're gonna help me.
So he probably is now that she posted that.
Yeah.
But still, like,
Gross.
yeah, gross piece of shit behavior. We hate it. We hate men.
I'm sorry, but like, I understand people have kids together and do not work out, but like, unless the woman is adamantly every single day like, get away from me, if you leave a woman within a year of her having a child, I judge you. Like, because she's not even herself.
No, it literally takes like 2 years to be yourself again.
Yeah.
And like, sorry that it's so hard for you to deal with a woman's emotions after she gave birth and had like crazy hormone drops and spikes and like all these things, and you're adjusting to a child. Like,
yeah,
there's just no excuse for it.
And now Pete did a stand-up bit a couple of months ago, and this is a clip. It's a really short, just like a little piece of his stand-up that he's been saying lately.
I haven't done stand-up in 5 months because I just had a baby. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I had a little girl. It's weird having a little girl. It's hard to watch porn in front of her. But I powered through. No, it's great.
Like I get that comedy a lot of the time is like raunchy, and they say things that maybe, you know, because it is a joke, people like wouldn't say in a serious way, like in just real life, and like it would never be looked at as okay. But that's still, to me, that's like just not funny.
No,
like it's
that's
not
just like
funny. It's gross.
That's a weird thought.
Because every joke has like a little bit of truth like to it, and that's what makes it funny.
Yeah.
And so it's just not.
Yeah, not at all. Pete Davidson is on my no list as of now. So within a week, Sydney Sweeney and Scooter Braun go Instagram official. And within that same week, Scooter Braun appears all over my Instagram feed, dropping this major lore about Taylor Swift. Let's see what he had to say.
He likes to bring up the Taylor Swift drama about just as much as Taylor Swift likes to bring up the Taylor Swift drama.
I think they're doing I think Sydney Sweeney and Scooter Braun are trying to do the damage control and want to be liked by the public.
It's it's
not gonna happen.
You're trying to do damage control. It's been what, 5 years or something?
Yeah.
The damage is done, buddy.
And just wait until there's gonna be a day when Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande and Demi Lovato all come out and say what happened.
There will be. It will come to a head one day.
It will happen, and I want to see it. And I think Justin Bieber is the number one, no matter how you feel about Taylor Swift, I think that the way that everything ended with him and Scooter validates everything that ever happened to Taylor Swift 100%.
Allegedly, in my opinion.
Allegedly.
I'm going to say something on your podcast that I don't know if people know about that. I don't know if I've ever really said. I don't know Taylor Swift.
I don't know that woman. I don't know her. Who is she?
I think I've met her in my life 3 times. I have never had a substantial conversation with her in my life. I one time got invited to a private party by her. She told me she had the utmost respect for me. I told her I had the utmost respect for her. You don't spend $300 million buying a label that she's on unless you're excited at the opportunity to work with her. I will never truly understand that situation to this day. I wish her nothing but the best. I learned a tremendous amount from it. I chose to grow from it.
If he still doesn't understand what she was upset about or what he did wrong, how does he grow from it?
Exactly. And I think about him and Scott Borchetta posting the photo. It's one thing to do the business deal. It's another to post the photo in that dark, ugly man room, cheersing, and as if you just bought a woman. That's the vibe that has always given me.
I'm grateful for it at this point in my life, but I think there's this big misconception that we knew each other and we had this feud and I managed her for years, and people are usually shocked to find out that I legitimately don't know her and didn't have many interactions with her and never really knew her.
All right. Nice trying to see why.
What are you trying to say? Save your ass?
Cover your ass.
Okay, I was that starts with an S. Okay, one more quick little story just because I thought it was actually really crazy. So Charli D'Amelio, are you familiar?
Yeah, I was on TikTok in 2020.
You're right. It's been a long time, but she really was so famous. Her family got famous too. And allegedly, a story came out that Charli hasn't talked to her family in a year, her parents. And it's because Charli got access to bank accounts that she, I don't know, through gaining access to the accounts, found out that before she was 18, there was $14 million removed from the accounts by her parents. And her parents claim that it was for a savings for Charli and that she's being manipulated by people now. And her dad is doing this publicly on TikTok Live.
That's not what needs to be happening.
This is a little video about it if you want to watch it.
Charli D'Amelio has not spoken to her family in over a year. Demois reported this week that apparently Charli D'Amelio is not speaking to her family because they stole $15 million from her. To which Mark D'Amelio, her father, said, "This is not true. We love Charli, but she is being manipulated and I have the receipts. Over the last 6 years, we have remained silent and never addressed gossip, but the time has come to set the record straight." Dumois said sources alleged that TikTok and Broadway star Charli D'Amelio discovered millions of dollars has been transferred out of accounts that were established during the years her career was managed by her parents. Insiders claim the transfers allegedly occurred over an extended period of time and involved funds that were intended for Charli's savings. But it does not feel that he's refuting what Dumois said, which is that Charli D'Amelio is mad at her parents because she believes they stole money from her.
Yeah, it seems like he's actually confirming that they don't talk.
He's disagreeing that he stole money. But that is why she does not speak to them. People have noticed that her and Dixie had not been speaking for a year, and people are saying it's because Dixie took her parents' side, which, of course, because Charli's the only rich one. You guys know I'd die for Charli. I actually love her so much.
So isn't that big of a deal? But it's like it wasn't agreed upon, and Charli's so young still. Like, she probably doesn't even understand all that. I just wonder, like, how much of it was them, like, just trying to pay for their new way of life so that their daughters could keep up with the social scene? Because we don't know.
I think so too. Like, I'm kind of leaning towards that it's all kind of blown out of proportion and that it is something like that.
There's
maybe
a
it was
little
both.
between it all.
Like, maybe it was both. Maybe they were having to quit their job to move with them and they did their reality show. They did all these things. Like, and they couldn't keep down like normal jobs.
Right. That was my first thought.
Yeah, so like something like that, and they put money away for her, you know, like, and it just totaled $15 million, like, from all of it.
Probably what, I don't know, like, it might not even have felt like that much over the years where she was making all of that money. I just wonder, like, at what cost, like, I don't know, like, if I was doing all this and my parents like uprooted their entire life to follow me, like, as long as they weren't taking advantage of me
and like draining everything that you ever
it's like
had.
yeah, like I couldn't do this if I didn't have a parent there to keep me safe. And to me, the other thing is, like, Dixie is like, her and Charli were close. Dixie taking her parents' side is the thing that makes me be like,
yeah, like, maybe there's something, because, like, why
she's older too.
Yeah, why are you gonna like suck up to your parents when it's your sister who has all the money? Like, if you're taking a side for that reason, you know.
But I do think it starts to make the parents look bad whenever her dad is on TikTok live talking about it.
Oh, for sure. That's like, we need to keep that.
That's like Addison Rae's dad. Like, get off of TikTok live.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are all of the hot topics that we have for today.
We had a lot to say today.
Yeah, and we are back to our weekly upload schedule.
Yeah, it's been a little crazy, a little hectic recently.
But like this video, we upload new videos about pop culture, reactions, all that kind of stuff every single day.
And we will CYL.
Bye.
At least it's what I prayed for. I seen it all since I lost all that. I seen the offense. The best way to defend the precaution. The beat caustic and the ass is strong. And the ass ain't thick, leave the cheeks alone. Sweet little bastard chick, I hide behind close a little ratchet bitch. She a freak, I know, like, hit it with some caution, kiddo. Tell me that you wanted it so long, thinking that I lost it in her. But really what you wanted was my soul. I ain't even opted in it. Stop in your position and play your role. Malicious and narcissistic. Is it really everyone that takes their toll? She's 21 live a savage, but she got a little bit too much of that baggage. Baby said she wanna just have some fun. No, I will care about it. But understand I do is when we're done. I ain't claiming none of these baddies. I'ma say the loving when I'm on the run. She's 21 live a savage, but she got too much baggage. 21 live a savage, but she got too much baggage. She's 21 live a savage, but she got too much baggage. And I ain't claiming none of these baddies. Young T.O. seen that shit, I need to get back off this, I feel away about that, and I see your bench for ways. Vent out now, these all fade away. Little things put a beat on, bounce around, and this and tall like she scared to dance and play. Clothes off and the things she's saying now, I couldn't help that.